only basketball guy in this room, so at least besides you guys. But I'm the only guy who actually collected basketball cards. These guys are
right? You collected basketball cards?
Yes, sir, I did.
Yeah, what he means is he hasn't followed basketball for 12 years. It's like cards, man. They're awesome.
Yeah, we got talking about football cards
Michael
yesterday.
Jordan is great this year.
Yeah, I didn't know. Honestly, I'm not a big sports guy, but I didn't even know they had basketball cards. I think of baseball cards.
Do you have
He
a-
still
do you have
thinks
a-
the Hornets are in Charlotte.
Do you have a most prized card?
I actually do have a couple of Shaq cards that are
Nice.
really amazing, and I really liked Fleer Ultra because they were really shiny and their graphics were really cool. So
I remember baseball cards when I was a kid, and I did actually collect some baseball cards, but they had gum in them. I don't know that they have any
they
treats.
didn't have gum. The basketball cards didn't have gum. No.
That must have been a long. That's
What a
showing my
rip-off.
age.
And my
He's the one that brought up
wife will
basketball
kill me
cards.
for saying this, but baseball cards are about as dull as baseball.
Yeah, I know.
Ouch.
Hey, no,
It's a
that's-
great game to play. It is not a fun game to watch.
I
most of the
agree.
time.
If you're obsessed with statistics, I think a lot of guys just sit around and they're like, he's got a batting average, blah blah blah. You
Yeah.
just gotta-
It's a very male thing though, because it's like you're analyzing it, and it's
Yeah.
just kind
You
of like
get to be
sitting
the
around
critic.
talking about.
like, well, I could throw faster than that if I wanted to.
I wanted to.
If I could stand up on and get off this couch, I definitely could. But I just don't want
if my
to.
woman wasn't holding me back.
She wasn't holding me back, ball and chain.
99.5 WZPL, CeeLo Green, and Forget You. And the boys of Hanson are here. Make some noise, everyone. Make some, oh my God.
I think
Oh my
that
gosh,
he
wow.
just died. The
Just hurting
Smiley
yourself
Morning
there.
Show just became the crazy morning show.
It's amazing.
Good to see you guys. I have video of you in here in 2000, I guess it was 2008. And you've been coming back every year. It's great to see you guys again. But a really cool video of you guys kind of huddling around one of these microphones.
Just like this.
I'm amazed how you guys can. I know you do these radio appearances all the time, but you can get in. You just have two mics, and somehow the audio that comes out over the air is amazing. The harmonies you got to sit right next to each other a certain way. You got
Zach's standing on his head right now, actually.
It's amazing how it works.
Well, thank you. Yeah. You haven't heard the performance yet. So
Oh, okay, that's right.
Today, I love it though because you're totally giving us props, and the next we're gonna go. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna play something pretty awesome now. It's like, but yeah, I mean, you have to figure out how to make it work on the fly. So
And Hanson is here. Are you doing a show here in town tonight? You're not, are you?
no, well, we're actually stopping in cities all over the country, just talking about the new single and. The new single, we did a bunch of remixes for the track just to kind of do something different. We had like Questlove from The Roots did a remix. It's kind of making the digital single that fans can go get different, and so that's coming out on iTunes in a couple weeks, and be doing a bunch of TV and stuff. So
I gotta tell you,
just jumping all over the country.
I'm a fan. I have gone to
Questlove.
your shows many times at the Murat Egyptian Room. I'm
Yes.
the oldest dude there.
And he's usually alone.
The
Makes it
creepy-
really
No,
weird.
there's one older.
But that's
dude.
the way to go, man.
There is one older dude.
Is there one that follows you around?
If you're gonna go to a Hanson show, it's actually a good idea to be alone because there's a lot of ladies.
Yeah, for sure. I saw, and I got to tell, and I was telling KJ this morning, and I've been playing, the Mbop song forever since what 90 whatever it was.
97. Yeah.
And I've never had seen the video until this morning.
Are you serious?
I was on YouTube searching for videos.
That was the first thing
Wow.
he told me this morning. He came in. He's like,
You would have to
I
be
just watched
officially
a
the-
Hanson video.
With all due respect, you'd have to be the most pop culture behind of anybody else.
I know.
15 years later.
What's your favorite new video? Well, it's Hanson, Mbop.
No.
What do you mean? That's like 15
I
years
What's
know.
great is that you're not. You're aware of the song, which is
Well,
actually
yeah.
better. It'd
I
be
mean-
better. It's a lot better than the other way around, though.
Yeah, I just I never was a really big MTV guy, I guess. So I don't know the videos of songs. I know.
It's okay. Zach hasn't grown any.
I understand though.
The video's
The
funny.
videos. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's
When
you
was the
kids
last time
just
that you
running
saw
through
that
a
video?
cave.
Do you guys ever go back and watch that video?
I don't remember the last time I saw it.
I feel a little too narcissistic to search myself on YouTube. I'm like, hey, what am I going to do tonight? Search me.
Oh, well, I've done that before.
You're like,
Me.
I do that every night.
Yeah, I do it. And that's kind of what I was doing. Actually, I was looking to find that video. I put it in Smiley and Hanson, and that came up.
Don't you have an automatic search? Like if something goes on the internet
My
about
girlfriend
you,
does.
It
It's
comes
like
up.
a Google alert. Like
Yeah.
if Smiley Morning Show comes up on a news story, like something is illegal going. I don't know, whatever. She'll be the first to know about
tracking device.
Ding, ding, ding. At least you know she's got your back. She'll be over at the bail bonds place
That's right.
just right away.
Well, I got a lot I want to talk
Bad
to you
news
guys.
is I'm sleeping on the couch. Good news is I'm not sleeping on the couch with Biff.
Let's do a song, and then I want to talk to you guys more.
Okay.
So what song are we going to do? Do a couple songs maybe this morning. What you got?
I guess we'll probably play Think About Something, which was this.
well, we should play Give a Little.
Okay.
What is it called?
Give a Little. It's a new
Oh, that's the
single.
new single. Yeah, I was watching that video this morning. Very cool video. Paint.
Lots of paint, lots of color. It's
some guy dancing.
Yeah,
Good dancer.
The thing, there's a little bit of a dancing theme, I guess, from the last song with the full on dance video with recreating the Blues Brothers scene, and with this new one, we basically had this incredible group of dancers of like about 80, and we said, hey, just come over to this set, just dress however you would like to dress if you were going to to have a good time,
club.
And we people ran in front of the camera and just kind of rocked out.
That's fun.
So,
People dressed like they were going to the club could solve the club.
not
yeah.
the club.
Hit it, Ike.
Here we go. Song called Give a Little.
Give a little. Let's go. Let's make some noise. Come on.
When she walked in with her painted lips, did she tease you for your flirty quips? Or did she leave you frozen with the wrong words chosen? You gotta show her why she can't resist. You make her blush when you put your hand on her hips. She's gonna keep on playing until you stop chasing. So wrap your arms around her body, tell her all she needs to know. Give her a little heart and soul, yeah. Let your body lose control. Give her a little oh, oh, oh. Give her a little. And just wrap your arms around. Give her a little. Yeah. You gotta show her when she can't decide. You gotta hold her with that look in your eyes. When you're moving close, take your time. Just leave an empty shoulder, let her move in closer. Wrap your arms around her body, tell her all she needs to know. Give her a little heart and soul, yeah. Let your body lose control. Oh yeah. Give a little oh, oh, oh. Give a little. Just wrap your arms around. Give a little. Come on, yeah, yeah. You know you wanna hold her body. Wrap your arms around her. You know you wanna hold her. Just wrap your arms around her. She loves you, keep you in suspense. She really loves you, keep you in suspense. You know she just wants to dance. Yeah. Give a little heart and soul, yeah. Let your body lose control. Oh yeah. Give a little heart, oh. Give a little. Just wrap your arms around and give a little. Come on, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Just wrap your arms around her. You know you wanna hold her body. Wrap your arms around her. You know you wanna hold her. Just wrap your arms around. Give a little.
Smiley Morning Show. Hanson in studio. You know, the Mbop guys. I love that.
I guess technically that's us. You know, it doesn't mean what you think. That's a song. It's a song we wrote.
We don't have a hotline. At least not that kind of hotline.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you guys think of this Roberta Black girl that the Friday song?
Rebecca Black.
Whatever.
I think that it is I think it's a reflection of an era where anything mediocre that has a bunch of hits can get successful. I mean, I think
Friday.
I think she's just I don't know. She sounds like a girl that was sitting around doing a video, and
it doesn't make you
was
mad.
just so addictive.
You guys are songwriters and performers, and here it is. She's got 36 million views on YouTube.
I don't know. I think it's just a.
Doesn't it make you mad? Come on, I'm just trying to provoke something.
I mean, it could make. I mean, it is a little sad, honestly. Mostly sad because there's really awesome stuff out there.
For sure.
Everyone's. I mean, that's a pretty. I would say that's a pretty flukish. Thing. I mean, that's a. Why?
I think that there's a little bit of it, which is just people are. I feel like a lot of it is people are watching it just for the amusement of it, as well as
I haven't
anything.
seen the video. What's worth passing around besides the fact that the song is just kind of so repetitively.
It's just so bad. I mean, that's why it got around. I mean, I saw there's 450,000 dislikes on clicks.
Yeah. Well, I think the other thing you're seeing is now there's all of these like quotes about it's the biggest video of all the time. You have to realize that now. 5 years ago, there were, how many less people that were actually even on the web. So now things are that much more. You mean everyone passes it to all their friends immediately if they think it's funny or they like it, and so.
Yeah, and mobile devices and
for sure.
It's just I don't know. It's just kind of
I
sad.
feel sort of out of the loop. I have absolutely no idea who this person
she
is
just
that
looks
you're
like an
talking about.
average kind of girl. It's not like she's half naked or anything where you'd think that's the kind of thing that people are like, hey, check this out, guys. It's just kind of.
Well, and it was a video that, I don't know if you guys know the full story, but her mother basically paid a production company $2,000 to give her the experience of being a pop star. It was to get experience. It wasn't really to, get 36 million hits on YouTube. She wanted
there you go.
to learn how to
it was glamour shots of video.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's all making more sense now.
Yeah.
Gotta make my mind up. What's can I take?
Got to get down on Friday.
That's right.
Get it down.
And, it's also sad from the point of view that it is completely auto-tuned.
I heard that.
That's
and then
what auto-tune is doing to the world. Is
once I heard that,
think.
I felt glad that I had no idea before this moment.
Yeah.
What that was. Now I know. And I feel sad inside, like I lost a part of me. The part of me that was like, I don't know.
Now you do.
The only thing that I have to say is a little bit unfortunate.
The only thing that's unfortunate?
The only thing that's unfortunate, I think, is that here's a young lady who really probably was just kind of doing something because she was trying it out. She thought she could do it.
She's not crying. She's not being embarrassed or made fun of to the point. She's just like, oh, really?
No, she's got a new single. She makes $27,000 a week from 70 cents on the dollar on iTunes. $27,000
I think at first
a week.
when people were first spreading it around and there were so many dislikes and so much negativity going on, she was upset because she was a 13-year-old girl and everybody in the world's making fun of her. But now, she's 13.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
Man, there are way too many hormones in food these days.
I know, right?
She does not look 13. That's the only reason why a girl looks like she looks like she's at least 17.
Yeah.
But you won't do the same.
And
Smiley Morning Show, 99.5 WZPL. Would you take a grenade for someone? Would you? That's the question. The topic. The topic.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
Not just someone. Maybe if it's someone special.
Yeah.
But not just anybody, because I think that's a special thing you should save, kids. You should save yourself, and the grenade experience. That's something that should be had between you and someone special.
Okay, got
and
it.
you just shouldn't jump on a grenade for just
advice.
anybody.
Yeah. Your grenade is a gift you can only give away once.
Yes,
To the right person.
One time deal.
it is true. You can only take a grenade once, and then you're sort of post-grenaded. However they say that. You've lost your grenade virginity.
Yeah, you might be able to give a
Post-grenadic
grenade.
stress. Sorry.
If you just tuned in, by the way, the musical notes and the sounds are coming from a band called Hanson. Hanson. I was talking to these guys off the air about game shows because I saw some more YouTube videos I was looking for. That's beautiful music, by the way. I just feel like I'm in a little lounge.
That's
I
your
just like
personal
playing
lounge singer.
jazz over here. Like, don't mind him. He's Don music.
Yeah, he's been studying with Kenny G.
What is the? You guys told me you were on Deal or No Deal. Is that right?
Well, I guess I'm Deal or No Deal, which is the world's stupidest game show. I'm sorry. It's just like
Yeah.
there's something in a box. You're gonna guess what's in this box. No, they have different guests where people are surprised by people maybe they're a fan of a sports team or something like
It's
that.
a sports show equivalent of gambling because it literally
Yeah,
is.
you really have
Yeah,
no
I
idea.
know.
You're so good. You picked the box that has less money in it.
I know.
Awesome. But one of their guests, they knew that was going to be on. She told them that she was a huge Hanson fan. As it turned out, she actually went on the show because this is how big of a fan. She went on the show basically because she thought she could get us press if she told them she was a big fan, which she was, and hoping that if we came on the show that we would get on the show
enough money to
and
put
that
on a
she'd win
private
enough money
Hanson
to
show.
put on a private Hanson show.
God, you know what? I wish I had fans that were like that. Amazing.
Well,
I care about you that much.
So did she get enough
it
money
was
for
also-
a
but it-
private Hanson show?
she did, but instead we convinced her that she should buy a house instead.
Yeah.
We said, Hanson
just-
show house,
And
Hanson
then
show
we
house.
just let her have tickets to one of our
yeah,
shows.
and we're just like, look, you can come to some shows. Let's just do that.
That was nice that you were financially responsible
Well,
for that. fan.
we're looking at her entire family that's jumping up and down. They're like, you just won $100,000. You're like, now give that to us. No, it was very cool, and it was.
it.
She's
Wow, that was loud and obnoxious.
where does Jackie? She's a newscaster. Not too far from
I feel
here.
like she lives
actually.
around here.
Yeah, definitely.
Somewhere in Indiana.
Let's see here. It's no. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just going to go on, and then you had to cut me off. That was all. I was going to tell you about my feelings and a lot of personal things, and it's okay.
He was going to reveal his deepest, darkest secrets.
Yeah,
But go
on the
for it,
radio
go for it.
right now, because Deepest Darkest Secrets on Smiley in the Morning. That's what you should do. You should actually create a segment where
Right,
it's like
give out
something
secrets.
really deep and very kind of
Okay.
evil.
We kind of do
with
that.
Smiley.
That's our whole
That is
show.
our show, so,
There's,
yeah, pretty
there
much.
is nothing hidden in Smiley's world.
It's 9:22 here on the Smiley Morning Show. Hanson is here. Yeah, I was just trying to find that video of you guys when you were in here. This was 2008.
There's a shout out to Jackie Monroe
Yeah.
real quick. Jackie Monroe is from Evansville, Indiana.
Evansville.
okay.
Oh, how about that?
I couldn't remember what city it was in Indiana. So.
Hey, Tay,
Evansville.
you're totally killing our vibe here. Like, we're trying to do this, upbeat, morning show, exciting.
Playing
This is
like soft
It's pretty. It's pretty. No, look, the weather
Shift
came
your
on,
weather.
and I felt like I should do Weather Channel music. 'Cause that's pretty much what it sounds like. You turn around, it's like,
Your local forecast.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
need to go back to,
Current
Come on, kids.
conditions in your area.
that's how the weather should be.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for this?
Oh, yeah, it's raining. Okay, sorry. Wow.
Hey, see if you guys remember this. 2008 here. Let's see if I can remember.
Hey for me, have no fear when the waters rise. We
thought
can
this was
conquer
great.
this great divine.
There you are.
nice.
Oh yeah,
I was trying to forget this, but now it's
great divine.
I thought that was a great song.
Every eye you see.
Yeah, this was when Ike had no hair. He looked like he was sort of.
It's a very shaven version of myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Gosh, you know what's frightening about that is I feel like we were just that was just the last album, but that seems like a really long time
Well, it
ago.
was 2008. So
Yeah, there you go.
you guys keep getting older.
Yes.
It just keeps
Married
happening.
now. You kid. You all have kids
We
now?
all have kids, yeah.
They all have more than one.
I have several children, and so whenever anyone else after that it was just like there's another Hanson, and Zach's like, look, I just had my first child. I don't think I should be. It's not fair.
Technically, I didn't have any children. I sort of stood there and watched and held the hand and was like, "Go, you're doing great.
Oh.
Go team!
You can do it." It's so unfair that we go on. We're like, you had a kid. Yeah, I did. It was great.
Your wife's sitting there. She's like, no, you
didn't do
You definitely
anything.
did not have that child. I'm glad you were there, though. It's good to have you here.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've all got families. I have 4 kids.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
Wow.
which is crazy. And Zach has 2, and Isaac has 2.
And that's why we're on the road all the time.
Yeah, they're like,
I gotta go,
our
honey.
collectives are like, you need to. No, they're like, you need to leave. Like, you need to get out of here.
That is kind of nice. Good.
Please go.
The great escape. Get away for a little bit. You probably miss the kids, though. I know that.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
We've been doing what we do for a long time, so you have a part of it where you love it, and you of course love making the music part, but it can be a little hard to be on the road all the
Also,
time.
like, having children is like the biggest boost to your ego ever, because they're just like you. You're like, you are great, son, and you're like,
Yeah.
wait, they're a clone of me.
Whenever
I just
people
told
sit
them they
around,
were
yeah.
awesome, so
That's-
I told me I was awesome, which means I'm great.
This is awesome!
People don't talk about that. It's like the most narcissistic thing in
Yeah.
the world, having children.
I guess you're
sitting around looking at pictures of your mini self.
Yeah.
Talking about how beautiful they are and how smart they are, and they're really
It's
just
like, it's amazing. He just picked his nose. How did you learn how to do that?
beautiful, honey. I think that's my side.
Yeah. All right, let's do another tune. What do you guys want to do this time?
I guess we could play "Think About Something" because that was the single from first single from the record.
Perfect. Do it.
Here we go.
Do it. Hanson, everybody. Come on.
1, 2. Oh, well, I give you love, you know it. So when did you outgrow it and decide that you would find another man? Well, you've been out there shaking, the tether boys chasing. When you get home, you think I'll be the bigger man. Yeah, 'cause I've been thinking about something. I've been thinking about something other than you. Well, I know your reputation, 'cause you set my home base. You think I will always be the fool. Well, I've run out of patience for this sticky situation. You won't find me crying now we're through, yeah. 'Cause I've been thinking about something. I've been thinking about something other than you. You know it's hard to say, but baby, every day I've been thinking about something. I've been thinking about something other than you. Hey, hey, yeah. You're not too proud to beg. Well, I can give you some respect. 'Cause the tune you're home, it's never gonna change, yeah. You didn't have to do what you did, but I think you would end it like this. If the love I've got is better than what you gave, yeah. Well, I got girls alive waiting for these arms of mine. Listen up to what I say, yeah. 'Cause I've been thinking about something. I've been thinking about something other than you. You know it's hard to say, but baby, every day I've been thinking about something. I've been thinking about something other than you. Hey, hey, yeah. It's rich. Well, I've had enough of your tainted love. You give me every day. Yeah. I tried doing right through the lonely nights, but I don't get paid. Come on, yeah. I'm not gonna make that same mistake, yeah. Woo. You've been out there fooling, but I'm not thinking about you. Well, I've been getting a life that moves me. Well, you've been getting around, yeah. You've been out there fooling, but I'm not thinking about you. Well, I've been getting a life that moves me. Well, you've been
everybody. Nice job. That's a good song. I like that. That's fun.
How much fun did you guys have making that video? That was the tribute to the Blues Brothers.
We had a blast. You know, it was we were trying to figure out how to capture a video that said, "Hey, this is the energy of this record. This is the energy of this song." And that movie, we grew up watching it, and it was one of those videos that's allowed us to take comedy and sort of, you know, the old soul music references, which we've always talked about. And recreate that scene. The original scene was Ray Charles and people breaking into dance in the streets, and we had a lot of dancers that were in Tulsa that came and
Tate's
learned
been trying to figure out how to do his Ray impression on camera.
It was fantastic. After you were here the last time you talked about the video, I went and watched it online, and then when my husband got home from work that night, I said, "Honey, you have to come and watch this Hanson video."
Oh.
He kind of looked at me, "Excuse me?" He's a huge fan of the Blues Brothers, and I mean the attention to detail, the dance, the props.
Oh, yeah.
It was amazing.
We were obsessed with it. I mean, the thing is, we're
still obsessed
with it. I mean,
we wish we were the Blues Brothers. Is the other thing, because we grew up listening to a lot of that music. Like, honestly, we actually covered.
Yeah, don't you
Shake a Tail Feather? and Give Me Some Lovin'.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
About the fella you've been dancing with
Go.
all over the neighborhood.
All right, do it.
Why didn't you ask me, baby? Didn't you think I could? When I know that the boogaloo is out of sight and that she gonna lay it down tonight. Now that met you and me, baby, I'm gonna show you how to do it right. 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 Everybody now. I said twist it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, baby. Twist it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, baby. Yeah. Oh. Let me go.
all right, we got it.
I love that.
Sorry, musical
was
interlude.
great.
We can't help ourselves.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We actually built that set. I mean, we're all in house. We have our merchandise and our web stuff, and so we took our rehearsal space, which is about 3,000 square feet, and we brought in carpenters and an art director, and we built that from scratch. And
So is it still there?
well, it actually was there
until-
until recently. We liked it so much that we actually moved all of our kind of office spaces, the three of us, into that, almost like an art studio. So it was like an open loft setting, and used the set because
I felt
we just
pretty
liked
awesome
it.
because I got to office in Ray's music exchange, like in the back office where he comes out of in the movie. It's just,
Until recently, we were like, okay, we're gonna have to move it. It's falling over. It's not a real wall. So, but it was a lot of fun, and I think honestly, one of the things about the changing music business is I think more and more bands having the ability to sort of to not necessarily sit around and wonder whether you have to make a multiple hundreds of thousands of dollar video and to have a successful song is one thing that's positive about this crazy weird world we live in with YouTube and stuff. Is, I mean, that was an over the top video for us, but in our world, since we're the label, we're the band, we could figure out kind of cost effective, crazy ways to pull that kind of stuff off, and also just trust your gut, because you called up the label, you're like, yeah, we're gonna make a video that's
this movie that's 30 years old,
30-year-old movie, and
we're using flip cams.
Yeah, they're kind of like, yeah, that doesn't sound so, but it's all about having kind of trusting your gut and also trusting the overall message you're trying to get across to people. So,
well, that's a better video than the Mbop video, that's for sure. I can't believe
I have to agree.
Don't tell that to Tamara Davis. Director.
You going through the tunnel is just amazing. Let's go, kids! We're going through the tunnel.
What's interesting is we actually basically
there was an amazing concept behind that video,
and it was a treatment that we actually had, which didn't end up being realized. It was supposed to be, the tunnel was supposed to be an example, and this is serious. You think this is like Monday Morning Quarterback looking back, oh, they're talking about this. Well, it was serious. No, it really was a very serious concept. It was supposed to be, Mbop was supposed to be a frame of time. So an example of like in an Mbop you're here, in an Mbop you're there.
Okay.
And so it was about going back and forth through different time zones. And so different time periods and places. And so we were supposed to go to see Einstein and be on the moon, and it ended up feeling more like, let's go surfing.
Let's be random and weird.
It's like, you've got rollerblades, I've got rollerblades, let's go rollerblading. What you mean?
It was always running somewhere. It
What
seems
you-
like most of the video just chasing after each other.
What you mean is it became...
It worked for the
coolest-
Beatles, and so somebody was like, can you just start running? We'll speed that up a little bit. It'll look really fun.
Fun.
It was sort of like the coolest public access television version of...
But what is interesting about that, it is interesting to give props to Tamara. She came out of an era of the kind of the indie rock, the alternative videos and stuff like that, and it is kind of amazing that the concept, as simple and as kind of random as it was, it still had a little bit of a grit to it, because it was also part of it was still shot on film, still shot on, it still had this
It was shot on 16 millimeter.
I know but
Super 8.
it was in a lot of respects that our first record and stuff has a strange combination of obviously being pop songs and songs that we wrote, but it also was kind of the whole thing had a little bit of a grit to it, which is sort of, I actually looked back on the video and thought it's grainier and less polished than than I think people remember it. So.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming in here this morning.
Yeah,
stopping
thanks
by.
for having us.
We really appreciate it. You got a lot of fans.
Anytime.
Your fans are nuts, so including these guys right here.
They're like, thanks.
You're right. Well, in a good way. But they're very passionate.
Nuts like, planters, like something that we all look forward to.
We love those kind of nuts.
Yeah. What are they? You call? You have a name for them? The fans?
Well,
Did you come up with
they kind of named themselves
What are they?
Fansons. Yeah.
Fansons. Oh, Fansons of Hanson. Got it.
But we're endlessly appreciative of anybody that'll continue to show up and enjoy our music and let us do this job. So.
Keep doing it, man. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Make some noise for the boys. Hanson. Smiley Morning Show.